9 big points.
United Township. That sounds like a highway department.
Well, they were holding their own, only down 14.
Oh, did you say only?
Oh, well, only 14.
Only 4. Well, that's true. It is Simeon. Now, is that halftime or first quarter?
You know what? I think that's halftime now.
Well, for the highway department, I hope it is.
And just for our purposes, what's two touchdowns?
And a field goal.
Yeah,
right.
what's 2 touchdowns? Yeah, we just came off football season. Jimmy and I had some fantastic games.
Oh, my goodness, we did. In fact, we did meet one another at a football game.
Absolutely.
9 seconds left in the first overtime. Richie needs a basket. 4-3. They're going to have to shoot it. The last bucket put up there.
Oh, and they didn't get a shot
Did
off?
they call the foul? No foul call. And indeed, Thornton does win.
Oh, my goodness.
54-52 to final in overtime. And the victory belongs to Thornton and Coach Troy Jackson. And you really can't stop and think about more than Josh Russell. He didn't win the game in regulation, but he tied it. And it hadn't been for Josh Russell's bucket, there wouldn't have been an overtime and there wouldn't have been a victory for Thornton today. For Riches, who loses and falls to 5-8 on the season, and they will go home after this one. They were led by the 8 points of both Shaman Kemp and Russell Wright. Nicholas Horn added 6. Brandon Berry, the only Rocket in double figures. He added 11. So they were led by Brandon Berry, the junior. 11 for him, 8 for Wright, 6 for Nicholas Horn, 4 for Anthony Perkins, and a bucket each for Raheem Jackson and Don Henderson. For Thornton, who escapes this contest even though trailing for 3 quarters, they were led by the game-high 15 points of Josh Russell. Brian Nicholson, the junior forward, had 11. Edward Bowie chipped in with 7. Rashawn Bruce with 3, as well as Justin Taylor and Marshawn Verscher. And 1 basket for Malcolm Majors, the junior forward off the Pines. Again, the final score in overtime, 54-52. The Rich East Rockets pull out a stunner. Or I should say Thornton pulls out a stunner and Rich East falls by 2 in overtime. You're listening to HighSchoolCube.com. I'm Jimmy Dragna alongside Earl Young. Again, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we also want to thank both coaches, George Leonard and Troy Jackson. And, of course, always, Mark Hopman, the tournament director here, who really does a great job providing hospitality and security for everyone that comes to Rich South High School in Richton Park for this 39th annual McDipper Tournament. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with an all-Catholic matchup between the Chicago Heights rep from the East Suburban Catholic Conference, Mike Taylor Spartans of Marion Catholic, and Coach Gary London and his Spartans. Wow, a double Spartan affair from Hales Franciscan. HighSchoolCube.com. Stick around. We'll be back in a flash.